Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a plein air painting in a park in my city called Nosehill Provincial Park. And it's mainly a grassland and very hilly, but if you go down into the center there's this disappearing pond that's only here in the spring and then it gets absorbed into the earth. Dogs love it, birds love it too, and I thought it would be a great place to paint today. I've got all my stuff laid out on my Pochade here, which I've decided to use like a desk, and I have a little chair to go with it as well. And this is the view that I decided to paint as well. I really liked how the reflections showed up between the trees, the gravel, and the pond. So I'm just measuring out here, making sure the trees are all in proportion to each other on my page. And then I get to my underpainting, which I did mostly in warmer yellowish tones so that the whole painting would have a base of a very glowy golden color. I really liked painting here, especially because the pond draws a lot of wildlife. You can hear crows in the background here, and there were tons of birds that would come and have a bit of a dip and a sip in the water. Here's a robin that I caught drying off in a tree nearby. Super cute. You can even hear some frogs in the background here, which I find pretty unusual because the pond doesn't exist here for most of the year. So they must be hibernating or finding other smaller puddles to live in throughout the summer. Now I'm just working on the details in the trees. I'm not so much focusing on making sure that all the branches are the exact correct shape of what I'm seeing, but rather making sure that I have roughly the right shape of the tree and really focusing on the texture of the bark. I think texture really adds a lot to a painting rather than sitting there and trying to measure everything out because you would just be there all day measuring. Here I'm blocking in the leaves and I'm working pretty quickly and letting the brush sort of do what it wants while also maintaining some control over where I want the leaves to go. The sun was coming out at this point and my paint was drying super fast, so I had to keep dipping into my water. So working fast actually helped me prolong the different pigments that I was mixing for the leaves. Um, and overall, working fast like this is really fun. And these little cuties are called savanna sparrows, and they're just having a nice bath here. So the last thing I did was block in the blues, and it was about time to leave. You can see that the tree behind me is starting to cast a shadow on my painting. I was probably only painting for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, but the sun moves fast and it's going to change what you're seeing quite quickly. So I was also getting a bit of a sunburn, so it was about time to pack up. Finishing touch, I added a little crow on the tree here because there were so many crows flying in and out throughout the day. This is the final painting. It was a good practice session and I hope you enjoyed watching my process. Please subscribe and like if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!